So, and your Enneagram style is?
I'm a 2. I'm the helper.
The helper.
The giver
The,
also.
uh-huh. And what is it that you help with, and what is it that you give?
I help with anything and everything, and I give basically my all to everybody else except for myself. So anything that someone needs, even before they might even know that they need it, I'm there to help them and get it for them and make sure they have everything.
So you have this fine-tuned antenna for what it is for people's needs.
Yes.
Right?
Scary at times, annoying at times, a little overwhelming at times, because you're, depending on who you're in a room with, you're trying to make sure that everybody is being taken care of. And it will start with your boss, but it could be just other people that you're familiar with, that you know, that you want to make sure are having a good experience or have what they need. So in meetings, it's very, it's hard.
It's hard to take care of everybody's needs.
Yes.
Right. Is there a selectivity to taking care of people's needs from this position?
At times, it can.
I mean, is there a hierarchy of who you take care of?
Probably, definitely, you know, your boss comes first. Peers probably after that, but then also sometimes the people that might not have all the, might need it the most.
So this is about relationships, this is about taking care of other people's needs, and in that process of doing that, there's a lot of energy expended, I would assume.
Yes, a lot.
A lot.
And there's very little, if any, left over for myself. But I don't necessarily ever address that. I don't think about it until it's too late and I have no energy left, and I go to my 8. And I get very stressed out.
And then what happens?
I get stressed, I don't address it, I don't think about what my feelings are around it, and I just know something's wrong. And I get very directional, which I actually like, because normally it's all about what the other person wants, so I wait for them to make a decision before I do. But when I go to my 8, it's more just get it done, get it over with. I don't have time, I don't have any more energy or time, so this is the way it's going to be. That is good, but at the same time it's a total shift, and when people see that for the first time,
they're confused.
Yes. They're like, whoa, what's wrong with Jean? And they'll realize that even before I do.
So how have you learned, or how are you learning to take care of yourself, to identify what your needs are, and to meet those needs?
It's a struggle, but definitely just taking time out, really trying to figure out what needs to be done.
What?
Yes. Yes, there is what needs to be done for me. Trying to schedule actual time for myself, whether it be during the day to take a breather and regroup and where I'm at, and you know, am I doing all these things because someone asked me to or because they really need to be done. And also making sure I'm taking vacations regularly and not just working 60 hours a week, trying to make sure I'm, you know, doing 8 hours a day, or okay, more like 10 hours a day, but not 12, 15 hours a day. And just watching my energy. If I start to feel a little conflicted, or that there's a lot of things going on and maybe too much is coming in and overwhelming me, you know, either talking to Ken or someone else and getting a better idea of what I should be working on, and trying to say no to a request for help, or helping the other person figure out for themselves instead of doing it for them, which is a really big issue. When I first started, it was all about proving myself, and in the 2-way, I worked countless hours, I answered every question, and years later I still get the same questions because I never helped that person learn where to find it for themselves. Actually use it as a 2, you know, we want to, we'll help other people use it, but it is hard to look inside yourself and your feelings and work through the issues. So it is taking the time out to work with it, understand some of the challenges that come along with it, because if you don't, you're just going to burn out.